Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Seneca. What if I told you that the bravest thing you can do in a heated moment is not to fight, but to walk away? Imagine winning your fiercest battles not by clashing with others, but by mastering the war raging inside yourself. The real victory isn't about overpowering external foes. It's about conquering your own anger, pride, and impulsiveness. In this video, we'll explore the Stoic secret to silencing internal chaos, walking away to win the war within. This isn't about running from problems or weakness. It's about choosing peace over pointless conflict, control over chaos, and strength through restraint. You'll learn how stepping back can be the ultimate power move that builds your character and sharpens your mind. Stay with me till the end because these lessons form a powerful chain, each one unlocking deeper self-mastery. By embracing this Stoic approach, you'll discover how to turn tension into tranquility and struggle into strength. Ready to transform conflict into calm and win your inner battles? Let's begin. Number 1. Recognizing when the battle isn't worth your energy. Let's dive into something that can feel surprisingly powerful once you truly grasp it, recognizing when the battle isn't worth your energy. This is a lesson in wisdom, not weakness. It's about knowing when to stand firm, and just as importantly, when to step back. Because winning the war within isn't about exhausting yourself on every skirmish. It's about conserving your strength for what truly matters. You might think every fight demands your attention, but that's not true. The Stoics remind us through Seneca's words, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. That means survival, mental, emotional, spiritual, is often about choosing your battles with care. When you get caught up in every conflict, you drain your vitality, your peace, your willpower. You become a soldier running out of ammo before the real fight. So how do you recognize when the battle isn't worth your energy? Start by asking yourself, will this matter a week from now, a month, a year? If the answer is no, pause. Don't charge ahead blindly. Let this be your filter for unnecessary conflict. It's not about avoiding responsibility or challenges, but about mastering the art of strategic retreat. This is not surrender. It's empowerment. It's saying to yourself, I value my inner peace more than this fleeting disagreement or stress. Imagine that. The strength it takes to walk away, not because you're scared, but because you're wise. Put it simply, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Walking away isn't running, it's rising above. Here's a practical exercise for you. Next time you feel pulled into a fight, whether with a person, a circumstance, or even your own thoughts, stop. Breathe deeply. List the costs. Energy lost, peace sacrificed, focus diverted. Then weigh them against the benefits. If the battle steals more than it gives, make your move away. Train yourself to see these moments as chances to reclaim your power, not signs of defeat. By doing this, you protect your will. You create space for clarity. You conserve energy for the battles that truly define your character and your life. Remember, your inner war is long. You want to last, not just rush headlong into every conflict until you break. In the end, recognizing when the battle isn't worth your energy means mastering yourself. It's a daily practice of choice and calm. Start today by honoring your peace over pointless conflict. Watch how your resilience grows. Your strength will surprise even you. And the war within, you will win it quietly, wisely, and with grace. Number 2, using detachment to maintain inner peace. Let's get straight to the point. Detachment isn't about running away or ignoring what's happening around you. It's about stepping back just enough to protect your inner peace, the fortress of calm that no outside chaos can breach. When you use detachment wisely, you don't get pulled into every fight or drama. Instead, you choose what's worth your energy and what's simply noise. Here's the truth, you can't control everything. The Stoics nailed this centuries ago, Epictetus taught, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." This means the power isn't in changing the world instantly. It's in changing how you relate to it. Detachment lets you do that. It frees you from the emotional and keeps your mind steady. Now you might be thinking, but how do I actually practice detachment? It's simple but requires discipline. The first step is awareness. Notice when your mind spirals into anger, frustration, or anxiety. That's your signal. Then take a breath. Literally, step back. Imagine you're watching the situation unfold from a distance. This mental space is where detachment lives. You're not cold or uncaring, you're clear-headed and composed. Try this. When conflict arises, pause before reacting. Ask yourself, is this within my control? Will reacting change the outcome or just my mood? Often, the best answer is to step away, physically or mentally. Walk away from the tension, not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough to choose peace over chaos. Detachment doesn't mean apathy. It means you care without losing yourself. You protect your energy like a sacred resource. This habit transforms how you face challenges. Instead of burning out in every battle, you conserve your strength for what truly matters. Here's a practical exercise for you. Set a daily intention to practice detachment. Start with small moments, maybe a disagreement at work or a frustrating news story. Instead of diving in head first, observe your reactions and gently pull back. Reflect on how this affects your mood and clarity. With time, you'll find that walking away isn't a defeat, it's your victory. Remember wisdom. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Detachment is your tool to wield that power. When you master it, you win the war within. Your peace becomes unshakable, your will unbreakable. So make a promise to yourself today. When life drags you into turmoil, walk away first. Protect your peace. Sharpen your will. Win the war inside you, one calm step at a time. Number 3, choosing your battles wisely for long-term strength. Choosing your battles wisely isn't just smart. It's essential if you want to win the war within yourself. Think about it. Every fight you pick drains your energy, shakes your peace, and chips away at your willpower. The Stoics understood this deeply, said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." But how often do we waste our strength on battles that don't deserve it? It's time you learn to hold back, to walk away when the fight isn't worth the cost. Here's the truth. Your energy is finite. You can't pour yourself into every argument, every slight, or every frustration without paying a price. The question is, where should you spend it? What deserves your attention? This is about thinking long-term, not just reacting in the moment. It's about building lasting strength, not burning out in endless skirmishes. Start by asking yourself, will this battle move me closer to my goals, or will it just pull me into chaos? If it's the latter, pause, breathe, walk away. Walking away is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's choosing to preserve your power to protect your mind and spirit. Seneca reminded us that if a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Know what you want and don't let petty conflicts steer you off course. Try this exercise. Before you engage in anything that stirs anger or frustration, take a moment. Rate the importance of this battle on a scale from 1 to 10. If it's below a 7, consider letting it go. Redirect that energy instead. Over time, this habit rewires your instinct. You begin to see conflict not as something to jump into, but as something to evaluate carefully. By choosing your battles wisely, you build a fortress around your mind. You become unshakable because you don't scatter your energy. You concentrate it where it counts. People will notice this calm confidence. They'll see someone who doesn't react impulsively but acts thoughtfully. This is the kind of strength that commands respect without shouting. Remember Epictetus' advice. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Walking away is a response. It's an act of control, not surrender. So next time you feel that pull to dive into a fight, ask yourself, is this battle feeding my growth or feeding my ego? Is it a step toward who I want to be or just a distraction? Choose long-term strength. Choose peace over proving a point. Choose the war within victory, not the battles outside that drain you. You have the power to decide where your energy goes. Make it count. Number 4, practicing silence and restraint as a form of power. Let's dive into a quiet but fierce form of strength, practicing silence and restraint. In a world that screams for your attention, where every moment is flooded with noise, opinions, and endless chatter, choosing silence isn't a weakness. It's power, real power. Think about this. How often do you feel pushed to react immediately? To say your piece, defend yourself, or prove a point? The impulse to respond can feel like a wildfire demanding instant release. But what if you held back? What if you chose silence instead of speaking? What if restraint became your weapon? That's exactly what the Stoics taught. Reminded us, when you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. Silence is your shield. It's your moment to gather your thoughts, to reclaim control over your emotions instead of letting them run wild. When you practice restraint, you stop feeding the fire of conflict or drama. You don't give energy to what doesn't deserve it. And in that space, clarity grows. Your mind sharpens. Your will strengthens. Here's the thing, silence isn't just about not talking. It's about intentional choice. It's about asking yourself, do I gain anything by speaking now? Or does this moment call for patience and observation? This is where your power builds, because restraint forces you to be present with yourself and your emotions instead of being a puppet pulled by every external trigger. Try this exercise today. When you feel the urge to react, whether in conversation, online, or even in your head, pause. Take 3 deep breaths. Let silence fill the space instead of noise. Feel the strength that comes from not rushing to fill the void. See how your energy shifts from reactive to reflective. Remember Epictetus's words, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastery begins with restraint. When you choose silence, you're not hiding, you're standing firm inside. You're showing that your peace matters more than momentary satisfaction. You're winning the war within. This practice rewires your brain to respond with wisdom, not impulse. It makes you unpredictable, unshakable. People will sense it. They'll wonder why you're so composed, so grounded in chaos. They'll see the power of walking away, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. So start small. Hold your tongue when it's easier to lash out. Step back when the crowd pulls you in. Let silence be your loudest statement. Your will becomes a force no one can break, not because you shout the loudest, but because you control your inner world with unshakable calm. You've got this. Your strength lies in restraint. Use it wisely. Number 5, reclaiming control by walking away from negativity. Imagine this. Every time you step into a room filled with negativity, you hand over a piece of your peace. It's like letting an unwanted guest take control of your mind and mood. But here's the secret. The power to reclaim control is always in your hands. Sometimes, the strongest move you can make isn't to fight or argue, but simply to walk away. Negativity in any form is a drain. It saps your energy, clouds your judgment, and blinds you to the possibilities that lie ahead. The Stoics teach us that our internal fortress can't be breached unless we allow it. Reminds us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. What color do you want your soul to wear today? Walking away isn't running. It's not a weakness. It's a deliberate act of strength, a way to say, I refuse to let this poison control my mind or dictate my actions. When you walk away from toxic people, draining conversations, or harmful environments, You draw a clear line. You reclaim your space, your calm, and your clarity. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you feel negativity creeping in, pause. Ask yourself, is this serving me? Is this helping me grow or protect my peace? If the answer is no, give yourself permission to step back. Literally or mentally walk away from the source. Breathe. Remember, your well-being isn't negotiable. Try this practical exercise. Set a daily intention each morning to protect your mental space. Visualize yourself as a guardian of your peace, unwavering and vigilant. When negativity shows up, picture a door you can close or a path you can leave behind. This mental imagery primes your mind to act with resolve, not reaction. Walking away also sharpens your self-respect. It teaches you boundaries, the Stoic equivalent of personal sovereignty. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Craving approval or acceptance from every source leads to misery. By walking away, you say, "I choose myself first." Remember, the war within is won not just by standing your ground, but by knowing when to retreat. When you reclaim control this way, you free your mind to focus on what truly matters: growth, virtue, and peace. You build resilience that no external storm can shake. So start today. Identify one area where negativity drains you. Walk away from it. Guard your mind as fiercely as you guard your body. This isn't about avoidance. It's about strategic retreat to win the larger battle within. Your peace is your power. Protect it fiercely. Remember, sometimes the bravest battle you'll ever fight is the one within yourself. Walking away isn't defeat, it's mastery. As Epictetus said, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. So choose your peace over pointless struggle. Step back, reclaim your power, and win the war that truly matters. If this video spoke to you, hit like, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and share it with anyone fighting their own inner battles. Keep growing, keep rising, and above all, keep walking your path with strength and grace. Until next time, stay Stoic, stay elite.